What's going on, boys? No Guys here. Welcome back to another video. Now we have the icon swap. This is season 2 or the second phase of icon swaps. There is 9 in total available now. I think around about mid-March time there'll be the rest available. We have different icons. I'm going to go through which one is which one's worth getting, which one's worth grinding for. And for this part of the season, of course, there is going to be, I think if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be 18 in total. So for the objectives, before I go into the icons, before I tell you which one of those are meta, which ones are worth going, for the objectives this time, we do have the first one is icon. So you have 2 for the icon swaps nations, again in the usual format. And then we have, of course, 1 for the Serie A. So you got to do all 3 of these for Serie A. You got to do 1 for La Liga, and then you have another one for League One, and then you have the remaining for squad battles. Now this is the issue. There's a total of 9 available now. And that means up until March, you can only really get 9 tokens. And you can actually see that when you back out of Ultimate Team and when you go back in. So whoever you choose, you got to be really, really smart about who you're going to get. Because you have to bear in mind that, so 26th of March, you're going to get the other 9. So bearing in mind, by the time you get the icon that you actually want, it could be around May time. So I would say be very, very careful who you get. We're going to go through the icons now. I'm going to tell you which ones are meta. Of course, all the icon swaps have been released as well. But going straight into which icon is worth doing. So there's certain players that I've looked at already which I think are meta. If you go straight to the swap, so you have the usual 81 times by 25. Team of the year is not here. It's not worth saving these for team of the season in my opinion, unless your squad is stacked. Deco is actually not a bad card. 4-star, 3-star. He's a good cam. Look, if you got players like Neymar, Ronaldo, can Deco probably play? Maybe as on the wing, maybe as a cam. If you got a stacked team, he won't be that good of a card. He's got a 3-star weak foot, but for most people that are casual players, he's still a very, very good card. If you haven't got an icon on your team, or your team's only worth under 1 million coins, Deco could be a formidable cam. You put a hunter on him or you put an engine on him, I think it'll be a fantastic cam in that position. He could potentially play on the wing if you play him on full chemistry and put a hunter on him, and he can max out the 93 spin speed. Got good agility and balance, but the only downside is he does have that 3-star weak foot. So of course do bear that in mind. He has the outside of foot shot trait, which does help a little bit, but again, 3-star weak foot, it's not really worth it. And that is for 7. And then for the base icon pack, we have 8. And then for 9 for the mid icons. This is the thing. In the first segment, you can only really get Deco. So up until, I would say, mid-March, you can only get Deco or go for a mid or base icon pack. Then we go over to the only one that I think is worth it this season is Ashley Cole. This guy would be an absolute fantastic centre-back. I've been recommending him to everyone. I prefer this Cole because he's got more pace. He's got better agility and balance. I think he is the card to go to. He's the one you want to go for. You can play left back, right back in the 5-3-2, in the 3-5-2 as well. Even play there because he's got good dribbling. But this is the perfect centre back card. So you want to play him in centre back, off chemistry, on 7 chemistry. He has medium high, or high medium should I say, work rates, but it's not the end of the world. I think it'll be a perfect centre back. If you're a fullback and centre back player and you follow my systems, definitely get him. Then you have the middle prime icon pack, which is actually not a bad version, to be honest. The problem is, again, you have to wait for the second season. Most icons at that time, middle prime, are going to be useless. You're going to be playing for like Eusebio, R9, Cruyff, the top tier icons. You got mid and prime, so truthfully speaking, you're pretty much screwed. So I really wouldn't go towards it. Same with the mid icon pack as well. You're just taking a big massive risk at this stage of the game. Those cards are not worth it. Back in January, maybe it was, but now if the team of the year is finished, cards are very much affordable, and half the icons are very much redundant. If we now move over to to Overmars, now this is what I think is another fantastic card. 11 you need in total. 96 sprint speed, amazing agility and balance, good tap positioning, good finishing, good stamina, 5-star weak foot. Does have 3-star skill moves, but high, medium, perfect, everything that you want from a winger. And the benefit of him is he can play as a winger, he can play as a cam, he can play even as a second striker, or potentially even as your main striker if you dash a finish run, because he's got that 5-star weak foot. I'm considering doing him just because of simple fact he's probably a bit more expensive than Ashley Cole, but again, you'll have to wait for him. But that's one thing to say, and I would say if you are going to wait, do bear that in mind. You have the prime icon pack, which again, I wouldn't really test my luck. It's not a guaranteed 91, but I'll get onto that in a second, so I wouldn't get it. In my opinion, truthfully speaking, I would just go towards getting and buying an icon yourself. Don't go ahead and buy, some of these mid icons, because you're just, again, you're playing with your luck. Blanc, unfortunately, he's not a good centre back. You think he's good, but his sprint speed's too slow for this year because fullbacks are better, and obviously through balls in behind, you're going to get killed. But more importantly, that agility and balance is not good enough. Now, if you've got, let's say, Virgil van Dijk in centre back, would he be a good replacement? Yes, but if you go from him, and let's say, for example, let's say you have Blanc in your team, and you had Wan-Bissaka, you put Blanc in, you probably want to go back to Wan-Bissaka because he's faster. So if you play fullbacks at centre back, this is not the card you want to go for. In my opinion, just go for something like base Cannavaro if you want an icon centre back. That's a very, very good icon centre back. Or go with someone like Capita, the right back card, or someone like Ashley Cole in centre back will be better than his Blanc card. So don't waste your time, in my honest opinion. Everyone will tell you contrasting opinions, but that's my honest opinion. The 91 Prime Icon Pack does seem like a feasible option, and it's actually not that bad. It's one that I was actually looking at. I saw this in the leak. The only issue is with these, if we go over to Footbin and we go over to all icons. Now, let's say we're talking, so don't forget as well, it is a Prime Icon Pack. So we go to Footbin, we can filter this by icons, and of course, you can check this yourself, and then we can go over here to this, So here you can basically filter it out, and we're going to do the minimum rating, 91. Now, this is the thing. It looks like there's loads of cards, but it's also a lot of garbage. You know, you have all these top tier cards, but then you have Rivaldo, Giggs. A lot of these players are not even worth it. And you go on the lower end, you know, you got Schweinsteiger, and you got Closer, you got Blanc. You got some decent cards, I'll be honest, but some of them are not even worth it. And like Bobby Moore, Hugo Sanchez, some of these cards are not even really worth doing. So it's kind of a risk one. Like if you get someone like Puyol, you're going to be like, he's worth 400k. What have I done? So in my opinion, don't test your luck unless you've got a stacked team and you can take that risk. Then by all means, go ahead and take that risk. But if you haven't got a stacked team, I'd say really just save your money. If we then go back into the next one, if we go to the next one, we've got I was going to say the best striker here available is a debatable one, whether it's Overmars or Butragueño. But Butragueño is a top tier card. Finesse shot trait. 5-star, 3-star, medium, but he hasn't got the best shooting stats as compared to someone like Overmars. But in game, he's a really good player. He's 5'8", or 5'6", should I say? So he's shorter than Overmars, is 5'8" or 5'9", I think. So he's going to feel better on the ball. The only downside is that Overmars overpowers him in his stats. So it's kind of up to you how you want to do this. Me personally, I would just say don't go for Butragueño. You're better off just buying him. See what Overmars' price is when you get to that stage. See what Overmars' price is, then make your choice. But otherwise, you can play a perfectly good winger. The only problem is the stamina is a bit of an issue. So that's why, again, Overmars might be a more beneficial. Prime or Moments Icon Pack. Look, you know what? Moments Icon Pack. There's a lot of good Moments cards. I would say go ahead and take a look if you really want to try. But apart from that, you're going to be pretty much in trouble if you pack someone unusable. So again, be very wary if you're going to take that risk. And if we go over to Baggio, which I think is probably one card that I think, is he worth grinding for? Don't forget there's 19 in total, so you can probably do this and get like one of those packs. Medium, low, 4-star, 5-star. He's actually a really good card, but then I look at his agility and balance and I'm thinking, okay, stamina's not the best, agility balance not the best. Would I be playing him where? Would I play him in striker? Do I play Neymar over him? That's kind of where I look at it. Will he be a good cam? Yes. Is it worth grinding for that far? If you've got Neymar in your team in the cam, I think Neymar's going to be a better cam. But if you haven't got this card, then I would say go ahead and do it. It hasn't got the best aggression, hasn't got the best strength. But truthfully speaking, I have two options, okay? I'll say number one, if you want, you can save these packs team in the scene if you really want to, or test your luck. My first thing is go ahead and get Cole. If you're going to complete them all in the first season, go ahead and get Cole. If you're on a lower tier team and you only got a million coin team, go ahead with Deco. I think it'll make a good cam. Otherwise, go ahead with Cole. If you really want to test your luck and you know you got a good team, a stacked team, you just want to go for the first segment, then go for the mid-icon pack. If you're going to go for the second season, I would say go for Overmars. I would say also maybe try your luck in your Prime or Moments icon pack. Go with Butragueño. Baggio, look, he's not... Is he worth it? Yes, because he obviously is a free card at the end of the day. Is he worth the grind? I'm not too sure. Agility balance not the best for me, I wouldn't say so. But that's kind of the icon swaps. Don't forget you can do them today. And don't forget you get the first 9 from this season onwards. You can do the objectives right now by the time you're watching this video. And you can get the remaining 9 after March. Of course, do better in mind when you do make your choice. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget I do stream on twitch.tv/noguides. That's what your boys. Take it easy and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.